Cartridge oil filters are becoming more common because they're easier to recycle. With these filters, it's important to remember that they can be found on diesel engines and small 1 liter or 1.4 liter engines, and they're typically mounted upwards, and you have to remove a cap from on top to properly service the filter. It's critical if you're servicing a cartridge oil filter that you service the filter first before you drain the oil from the engine. The housing itself typically will contain a significant amount of oil, and it's the dirtiest oil inside the engine. So when you remove the cap, bring it up a little bit and let it vent. Typically what happens when you bring up the cap, the filter lifts, and this exposes the drain back valve or a little plunger that allows the oil to drain into the pan. Once the housing is off the vehicle, it's critical that you service the O-ring on it. This O-ring seals the oil system from the rest of the engine. If you do not service this, just think about it. It has to go another 6,000 to maybe even 10,000 miles and seal the oil system. If it's not able to do this, well, it's going to fail and you're going to have an oil leak and the customer's not going to be too happy. One of the cool things about a cartridge oil filter that you can't do with a canister oil filter is you can look at the filter media. For example, this vehicle, well, the customer neglected to change the oil, and over time, the filter became restrictive. This is what's caused this hourglass shape on the filter. In other words, the oil pump is pumping oil onto the outside of it, and it's trying to get through, and this has crushed the inner part of the oil filter. You couldn't do this with a canister oil filter. As you change more of these cartridge oil filters, you realize it's actually a little bit easier than some of the canister oil filters. Also, make sure that you're taking your time with these and you're using the correct tools to remove this plastic part. I'm Andrew Markell. Thank you very much.